Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chillin' with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chillin' with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough.
We're good.
Should be
Yeah, I
able
don't
to
hear
now.
nobody.
I'm a,
Good thing we didn't say anything
somebody let me to
reckless.
come. We need listen. we was only given the secrets to life. We were only given the Powerball numbers. I'm sorry if you didn't hear the Powerball numbers. My apologies.
That's like when
How
Dallas
long
is
are they
telling
gonna be
us the
muted?
best stuff.
Y'all let me know. We still muted?
I don't think so.
Somebody
We should be
saying
going now.
we good. Shout out to Drake Williams, who was first in the chat that we good. Listen, it's not a double XP if it ain't issue. Shout out to the chat. J-Rock, I see you, my boy. Hindsight will hustle, because we know 2020. Man, I just miss hustle and motivate, man. But hindsight will hustle, man. Hindsight is always 2020 when you hustling. Bordy McBoard, Luke from Xbox Expansion is in the building. My mouse is not working. Johnny, man, and I feel it's gonna be a long time. Listen, you guys missed it, but what's going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from LV1Gaming.com, and congratulations, you guys leveled up to 272. This is the Double XP podcast. Listen, things when you propose to somebody, you get down on one knee and say, "Boo, be mine," and she be like, yeah. But I also want to do my own thing. That's what's going on with Sony and Bungie, right? And then Sony like, look, I put a ring on that thing, so I'm running the show. And she like, no, like I thought I could see other people. That's what you promised me. That's the issue going on at Sony right now. Also, remember when we said Game Pass to PlayStation? Big Philly came out and said, nah, no Game Pass for you, Buckaroo. And then we got twerking on cars because art imitates life.
It's the best part.
Cheeks be bouncing on vehicles. This is a known fact. This is factuals, right?
Not on the candy paint.
Cheeks.
Candy paint.
Florida man. We finally get to play for, listen, GTA. It's coming in 2025, but we're going to talk about, listen, first we're going to introductions. Per usual, my right hand man, the floor hugger with the hardest of ours. What's going on, sis?
What is going on, everybody? I'm glad we're here talking video games. I'm here with the boys. You guys know what's happening this weekend too, so I'm just excited to have a nice chill evening talking about games and all that surrounds them.
And all that surrounds them. Next up, if your emails is popping and your DMs is full, that's because communication director level 1 trying to get a hold of you, baby. He be on CP time, but what's going on, Chief?
Always ducking and dodging, wheeling and dealing.
You throw a wrench. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Dodge a ball, and I'm trying to dodge this jump. No, but hey, no. First off, I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting me with LandFest. We have raised $252 so far, which is crazy because I was only in like an hour and a half of work. There was a lot of bean boozled eaten. I've had everything from barf to cappuccino and what other? I had hot sauce covered Band-Aid flavored jelly bean. So if you guys want to contribute to my torture, the link is in the chat. And Johnny has a few moments highlighted and clipped up of me being punished for the kids.
He would do anything for the kids. He would do anything for the kids. So let's get that LandFest. The link is in the chat. You guys want to donate and help him help the chillins. Do that if you can. Do that. Next up, DALLAZ.
Man, I caught him off guard. Let's get it. Hey, let's go. What's good with y'all, man? Listen, I usually got some clever stuff to say, but let's just pretend that I said something that made you chuckle just a little bit. Like you got to tickle the chuckle muscle just a bit. Damn, that did not sound like I meant it. Anyway, let's talk about some nerd stuff. Let's get it.
Last but not least, he is the host of the brand new Longhouse Gaming Podcast, the Black Viking. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I'm kind of a podcaster in training, man. So take it easy on me a little bit here. But no, man. Hey, for real though, like I think you were the first one to come hit me up, man, asking if I wanted to be on the pod, bro. So I really
wasn't even in
appreciate
America yet,
bro. I wasn't even in America yet, bro. Yeah, that was cool, man. So like that was like 3-4 months ago, man. I was like, yo, let's get my shit set up, man. you be the first one I hit up. So here I am.
Hey, listen, I had to reach out, man. You definitely one of the funniest followers I got on Twitter, man. You stay making people mad.
Hey, I be on day neck. You feel me?
Shout out to you, but really quickly though, before we dive into it, man, you just started your new show. You just started your new channel, man. Tell us a little bit about your podcast, what your podcast is about, what you're aiming to do with your show, and when your show goes live.
All right, so the show is live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. Tomorrow's going to be a little different because of the Game Awards, so we'll be doing it a little bit early. It's called The Longhouse, so just type in The Longhouse Gaming. It'll pop up. We had a good show yesterday, man. We had Retry and Fuzzy Belvedere on, man, and it was phenomenal.
Good people.
Yeah, man. Both of them were just really good, man. I think they kind of carried us a little bit, but that's okay, man. We'll get our footing. The goal of the channel, man, is, for me at least, is put my neck on these ponies. And then I got two of my co-hosts, man. We're all good friends. One of them is my brother, Black Skeleton, and Supernova. And then, they got their own takes, but we've been wanting to do this for a long time, man. And we finally doing it. So I think the reason why we started the channel is because we was tired of all this media bias and them not covering the right news. So we trying to do what y'all do, man. Bring the news to the people.
Hey, listen, you need to link up with J-Rock.
Oh, yeah,
having y'all
sure.
together on the pod to be fire.
Oh yeah. We will. Jay, if you listening, we got to do it. I know you say you busy this month, but next month, February, we should do it, bro. We in there.
Listen, in the chat, Geek Life Mike, what's going on with you, Mike? Listen, Mike will be live with us at the 11 a.m. spot. If you guys didn't know, right? And I got it's a whole list, right? That I need to make sure. Yeah, y'all know, like I'm a bad host, right?
Stop.
I'm a bad host.
Don't even try
Listen,
that.
so on this Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time, right? We'll be going live with our 2023 gaming celebration. Listen, at 10 a.m. we're gonna have Gas, septic sauce. Gas be on with Bubbles. I know it's a different kind of combination. It's hot and cold, but we got Gas and Bubbles at 11. We got
pause. I mean, that's not.
We got Kofi for Good Game Podcast, Kofi, and Geek Life Mike at 11 a.m. At 12, we got Eric Kutch for the win, the homie Keith and Roger at 12. At 1 p.m., we got Jez Corden and Neo Game Spark. At 2 p.m., we got Special Nick and Ryan McCaffrey. At 3 p.m., we got Lady Infamous and Lord Cognito. And for the final hour to wrap it up at 4 p.m., we got Randolph 419 and Lord Addict. 6 straight hours. 6 straight hours of content and content creators and journalism. We are going to celebrate 2023 in the best possible way. Shout out to these journalists and the creators who decided they're going to spend their Saturday with us. Make sure you guys come through. It's going to be crazy. We're going to have game giveaways, all type of stuff. It's going to be super dope, man. I hope you guys come check it out. But right now, we're going to get into GTA, right? GTA is already blowing through everyone's expectations with a 90-second long trailer, right? Again, art imitates life. We're seeing Florida man at his finest in jail, at the gas station pissing on lawns. We got cheeks, we got people twerking on cars. I saw somebody say this is gonna put black people back 100 years. My boy, you ain't been to South Florida. Because this looks exactly like South. I mean, it looks exactly like Florida. I mean, ain't nobody ever. It's almost like people. I asked one person was like, "Oh, this is exhausting." Like, bro, you don't think black people out there? Like, it's out there. It's hood dudes out there. It's girls twerking. The BBL scene is outrageous, right?
Yeah.
GTA. It's coming out in 2025, and this is probably be the most polarizing game. Like, if I'm a developer and I got an idea of my game coming out in 2025, I am pissing. I'm shaking right now, right? I'm shaking in my boots because I need to make sure my game is nowhere near the highest selling game of the year. It's no question. It will be the highest grossing game of the year. Not even Call of Duty will be able to do something with GTA when it drops, right? Because most people, when GTA 5 came out, probably couldn't even go in there and buy it themselves. They needed money. Money had to go in there and get it for Billy and make sure he was able to play games, right? This is even more so than that, right? And the anticipation and build up, what we're looking at a little less than 2 years away from, is going to be wild. I want to start with the panel. D, I want to start with you. Your thoughts on the GTA 6 trailer, your excitement. Where's your hype level at right now?
I mean, hey, okay, so I'm not like traditionally a big GTA person, but I have played every GTA pretty much. And I do partake when they drop. And regarding the controversy, quote unquote, because this is GTA, and GTA is basically the South Park of video games, right? So
Yeah.
I think that GTA 5 was actually a really solid. I mean, the rest of them leaned into the camp like all of them do, but GTA 5 actually grounded itself a little bit like 4 did. And I think that it was a pretty solid representation of us, all things considered. Like they had Slink Johnson playing Lamar, and which is like the funniest man on the planet next to Carlos Miller. And he did his job. And like if anybody would know like about the culture and who we are, it would be him. And I think it was a really graceful representation, and also, you know, sufficiently ratchet. And I expect for us in GTA 6 to be sufficiently ratchet, because why do you go to GTA if not for something like that, right? It's hood people simulator for us anyway. I don't know about everybody else. Like for us though, that's what we do. So that being said, and I don't know if I'm buying it day one. Ask me that a little closer to release, but I'm for sure getting it and I'm for sure playing it.
Black Viking, I gotta swing to you, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Were you fascinated from BBL City?
Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I can't wait for my first lap dance with them BBL physics.
Mhm.
You hear me? I can't wait. It's gonna listen. I'm gonna have to hide the kids away. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man, because I can't play it on my big screen. Because them kids gonna come in and see all kinds of nasty stuff. You know what I mean? Like this game is going. I'm speechless, man. I'm just worried that this shit gonna run at 30 frames. You know what I mean?
Oh, be ready for that. That's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
gonna be 30 FPS.
Yeah,
The
but
hot coffee mod gonna be 60.
Hey, chill. The kids don't know about that. They don't know about how. They don't know about that.
aging
They had to patch
yourself.
that out. That's San
Yeah.
Andreas, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
aged
but no,
yourself.
man. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I think that what I was worried about too, man, was culturally how we shifted since the last GTA came out as a society. If they were going to be able to keep the same comedy, you know what I mean, like within it, you know what I mean. So I'm a little skeptical on that, but I think Rockstar going to do their thing. I don't think they're going to care, honestly, because I don't think anybody else going to really care. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my 2 cents on it.
Beat. Do we run the risk? Does it run the risk of becoming a ratchet simulator? Because I mean, that's what everybody's taking from this first trailer.
Well, the trailer gives you everything, and it's funny because Twitter like was straight up about it. Most folks was on there like, "Oh, this is South Florida shit" for 91
Yeah.
seconds. So knowing that even people from there are like, "Oh yeah, this is it. We about to have Florida Man." I'm looking forward to the news radio station where you're gonna have random Florida Man moments. So you know how we've had random encounters. What were they called? Were they called random encounters? The dudes with the stars on the map. Is that what they're labeled? We're gonna have Florida Man moments, and you're gonna find the dude eating the guy's face. You're gonna you're gonna see all of this.
The Strangers and Freaks mission is gonna be fire,
bro. That's what I'm telling you. The randomness of what's about to be happening. And I do expect it to run at to do a 30. If they pull whatever they pull, I think it's going to be a consistent, and I feel like the world is just going to be forever running at the same time. I think we're going to be looking at something crazy.
Hugs, I want to switch to you because one thing that we're seeing so far, and I correct me if I'm wrong, Red Dead did this as well. It's not launching. Well, at least right now we're hearing they may not be launching on PC day and date with console. How big of an issue is, especially someone who I know you play a lot of GTA 5, you do a lot of RP. How much of an issue is it that this is seemingly not launching day and date with console on PC?
I think the people that are still playing GTA are the RP people, so they're not. At least I'll speak for my side. Most of them don't care that it's coming out. They're like, okay, it's not like we can go hop on there anyway. Servers and stuff won't be ready for another year or two after the game launches. So most people on PC that are still playing don't care. I don't care because I would rather them give me the best version of the product for my system than try to make somebody else's version fit. And I felt that way with Red Dead because I think Red Dead on PC is fabulous and fantastic and so well done. So yeah, just give it time. And you know, we'll catch it on a sale. It's GTA. It's never not gonna sell well, and it'll never not be on a sale at a certain point. And as much as, like Dallas says, I'm not a super fan of the GTA series, but I will play the crap out of it. I don't care that it's not coming to PC right away. Plus, the mods on PC are going to be so good when they do come out that all the console players are going to get so jealous. Don't you want Spider-Man swinging his way across Florida, beating up the man eating the face? I don't know. I'll wait for it. I don't care.
Is there, and this is to the panel in general, is there can you guys think of another game that has been this hyped? Like, this game comes out in 2025, and I mean, people were thirsty watching the leaked. Rockstar was like, they already leaked it, so let me go ahead and drop it. And the views of it is crazy. So much so that Twitter got jealous, and they were hiding the reply. Like, if you replied to it, there's one reply to it that you follow, you couldn't see what they replied to. Twitter was hiding it because they were jealous of the views that it was getting on Twitter. Like, it blew through Mr. Beast's video. Like, it's probably the highest viewed, like, Rockstar just made so much money.
Elon a hater.
Off of this trailer. Is there any game you guys can remember that was this hyped, like, in recent memory?
Recent memory. Yeah.
Star Citizen.
I can't remember another game.
Elden Ring, maybe. It wasn't that hype. Not this hype, but it's like probably the biggest hype that I could think of.
Cyberpunk,
Yeah.
maybe.
Bloodborne rumors.
Yeah, Cyberpunk.
Bloodborne PC rumors. That's
I'm
probably
seeing
the
chat Halo 3, GTA 5. I'm seeing Halo 3 a couple times.
Man, we talking recent memory though. That's 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I can't remember how
Again.
hyped. I mean, I know it was exciting for Halo 3. Don't get me wrong. Maybe because it's recency bias, but I don't remember anything being at this level.
Nothing's been at this level. We talking about the most successful entertainment property of all time. I had to enunciate when I said that. I had to say the whole word like this so that I could get that across the way I needed to get it across. We were talking about movies. We were talking about music in all its forms. Movies in all their forms, mind you. When people talk about being a star, they're thinking about Hollywood. They're thinking about you know what I mean? That's the thing that's in their head. And gaming, not only as an industry, has far surpassed that, but GTA is like the king of the hill of that. Like more than Call of Duty. As much as we talk about Call of Duty, whenever we talk about games, Call of Duty gonna outsell it either way. So we talk about the GTA killing it.
COD not outselling GTA.
Hey,
COD will be number 2 that year. It won't be number 1.
Absolutely.
You know what's the craziest thing about GTA when you think about its comparison to any other game? There's no merch.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
None.
Yeah.
There's no merch.
I've never seen somebody in a GTA shirt.
Never.
They
You don't
are
see
out
it.
That's
there
insane. I mean, they got wife
buying it
beaters.
as
That's close
weird.
enough to.
No, but just think about every other game you've seen. There's Doritos. There's food company cross marketing. There's
they're
you've
tied in with Amazon.
never.
No company wouldn't touch GTA with a 10-foot
GTA and
pole.
Amazon are partnered. If you sign up with your Prime every month, you get $100,000 online.
Oh yeah, that is a thing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But like
But
the
I'm talking.
integrations that you
I'm talking about like all the other games outside of GTA that you've seen mentioned in the chat. All of those things.
I'm
had
seeing
branding.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I got Cyberpunk toys on my wall. Like, I have V and Johnny Silverhand figures.
I
Halo
absolutely-
had sodas. I'm looking at COD on my monster. Like, all the
to be
level
fair.
of, but you don't see no. And that's how I'm saying how strong
and they
the
don't even need it.
GTA.
Also
They
a
don't
decade
need it.
ago.
Why spend
More
the
than a
money?
decade ago.
Yeah.
Marketing was way different a decade ago,
True.
where
Yeah.
figures and stuff we didn't have the blatant TikTok overconsumption that we do now. So to judge 10 years ago, where it came with a map. It's a little different in today's, because Cyberpunk did have right at the start of social media pandemic, all of that. People are like, okay, all this, and Starfield even too. Like a lot of them have
Starfield was a big one.
different cycles of media things. Because
Oh,
TikTok marketing
Starfield.
is old
We think about
for us,
recency.
but yeah, like
Starfield is up there in terms of recency.
That Starfield
They just about
hype
to,
was
like-
bananas.
It's just they going platinum with no features. I say that they doing the J Cole.
There you
thing.
go. There you
Like,
go.
What
Yeah.
only
Cole
Red
got a
Dead
line.
2 was close in terms of hype of their own
Yes.
product, because Red
True.
Dead 2 made a lot of people play cowboy games that never played.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I got a partner that's just like one of the most
Say that
hood
again.
people you'll ever know. I have a friend
Say that again.
that's
I
like,
love the way you said partner.
like I got a partner that's one of the most like hood people you'll ever know, and he was like he was looking for a game to play, and I was like, come to my house, I got something for you. I gave him Red Dead 2, and he texted me every single day with his progress in that game and where he was and what he was doing. Cole has a line where he said, I ain't did no promo, still made all that noise. That's exactly what GTA does every time.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. And on the Amazon thing you brought up, Hugger, was I think they did that to keep engagement up, like after many years of it already being out. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why they gave them points out to people.
They don't even
with the
give them out
Prime.
anymore
So
now either. I should say that.
No.
They stopped
The
giving
fact that
them out.
people are still buying GTA 5 pisses me off. Like, why are we still buying this game?
It's still
Like,
a
why is it
top
like top
20
10?
Every
Top 20, like, and I'm sure
every
this
month.
trailer sold more copies. Like, why y'all
Yep.
still buying this game?
I didn't
why
even know
we
it was
still
ever
buying
humans
GTA
on
5?
Earth.
Yeah.
This game dropped on the Xbox 360.
yeah.
I remember because my wife came home with surprise about GTA 5. I'm like, oh, this is dope. The 360. Then they released it again on the Xbox One,
One.
and PS4.
Yep.
It's probably just, most of the people coming up of age, the new generation of gamers keep on buying it because their friends is playing it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then their favorite rappers, their favorite athletes, their
Yeah.
favorite
Same.
whatevers, they're all playing it.
Yeah.
People that complain about it being that the next one is going to be Ratchet ain't never played some RP, because I walked into some situations where I'm like,
Oh God.
I'm afraid, like, clutch my pearls. I'm afeared for my digital life right now. I've seen some stuff in some servers.
So,
it gets ratchet.
I saw LeBron.
Let me ask y'all this. The world of gaming has changed since GTA 5 release, right? And I'm talking, take the story out, and we're talking purely online. Do you guys think in any way, shape, or form we're going to see a Fortnite affect this, as in we might be seeing like celebrities and stuff like this, events happening in GTA 6 Online, because Fortnite is sort of a forced card into doing it. Right, you got all these games that are doing like, hey, we
They're
got
already
Nicki
doing it.
Like, are we gonna see that in GTA 6 Online? Like, because the world has
They're already
changed since
doing it.
GTA 5.
They did it.
Dre,
It was,
Dr. Dre is in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how much I've
Yeah.
been playing GTA 5 online.
That
Or
was
even
okay.
just the role playing alone. Like
I actually
you,
covered it here when it happened.
Oh shoot, let me start paying attention. Then my bad.
That was
No,
a
it-
long time.
but no, without like with diving into it, like real talk, I think we're gonna get a almost a GTA 4 online style tied in with the GTA 6 online. Because if you remember GTA 4 online, it was more like they had team deathmatch. They had it was more of a like Saints Row, like the original Saints Row online multiplayer. And I think they're gonna blend that in, and you're gonna see a full-on integrated ecosystem. Like, oh, you're gonna have the lobby area, you're gonna have the PvP area, you're gonna have like I think we're gonna get all that. It wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
Just take all the elements from things that work. Like, why wouldn't a battle royale work in GTA Online? Like, it just why not?
Yeah, there's servers for it.
Yeah.
You want to
I
do
think
something
we'll-
crazy? Oh, go ahead, Viking.
Oh no, I think we'll also see like DLC or type events or whatever, where a certain artist or entertainer is introduced playing a different role. Even like actors and actresses probably would do it too, which is crazy to me because like Rockstar doesn't need those actors or actresses. Like I think some or the musicians. So I think some of them would be just free and willing to like, especially up and coming artists, to get into that and be a character within GTA 6.
They do it for the novelty. Like
Yeah.
it's 99.9% that. And I think less than like you I don't think you're gonna see so much actor. You might see an athlete or two. You for sure gonna see a rapper at some point. But I think it's gonna be more like social media stars. It's gonna be more like Instagram stars, streamers. I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised if I saw Kai Cenat in GTA 6 at some capacity. If I saw like a lot of those people, I think they'll lean a lot more into that.
But gaming is growing so bigly. I mean, you got Idris Elba in Cyberpunk, right? Like actors and actresses are starting to get into video games because it's a huge market now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I think you probably will see not only just the up and coming joints or the entertainers or influencers on social media, but I think you also see some super big names too.
Listen, if you guys haven't hit the like button and try to stream out, I want to make a point because I seen a comment in the chat about some I think it was Fortnite Burger was like, man, it sucks the game isn't coming on PC. I don't know. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be PlayStation. Whoever has the marketing rights for GTA 6, you're about to sell some damn consoles because the PC, a lot of PC people. Now, granted, majority will wait because a PC gamer will wait. But the hype and insanity behind this game, if you do not have a console, you're going to buy a console, right? And especially if it got especially if it's on PlayStation, you know for a fact there's going to be get some extra booty physics on PlayStation early. It's going to be something like that, right? You know it. That's where they're going to go. Whoever has the marketing rights is going to kill it with GTA 6 because there's no, at least right now, we know that there isn't going to be a PC release off the bat because FOMO is real. And I believe that most PC gamers will wait. I don't know how many we're going to be able to hold off on GTA 6, especially if it drops around the time we might get that rumor PS5 Pro. Let's just keep it $150. Microsoft may or may not have another console. We hear that Phil saying that Xbox Series X Pro isn't a thing. If the PS5 Pro is, and Sony gets the marketing rights to GTA 6, Microsoft, you got a problem. I'm just keeping it $150. You got an issue because the PS5 Pro or if it's attached with GTA 6, the marketing rights, that thing is going to be, especially if they're saying, hey, GTA 6, play it at 60 FPS on the PS5 Pro. You might have a problem. And vice versa, if Xbox has the marketing rights, you're going to have an issue. The other console is going to have an issue. Me personally, I'm hoping that nobody got the marketing rights. Let's just play this thing down the middle. But Sony going to have a hell of an advantage if the PS5 Pro is real and the Xbox Series XL is truly not in the making, which I think is a mistake by Microsoft if they're not making another console before the next new console, right? The PS5 Pro is real, and it's 2025, and GTA 6 is 2025, and that's the only way you can play GTA 6 at 60 FPS because there is no PC version. You got a problem. I'm just saying, you got an issue.
That's facts, bro.
That's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
That's facts. I personally want Microsoft to get that shit. I that's just me. You know what I mean? Like I think they can do some really creative stuff with both marketing rights. And hear me out. Game Pass. Hold on. Before anybody gets me up in the chat.
You guys don't want to buy any games. You just want games on Game Pass. You're gonna be a cheap ass, man.
Listen, I buy games. It just allows me to get more games. Okay. But listen, we got how many consoles for Xbox? About 21 million that's out right now. Times that by 70, you come up with about $2 billion. right? That seems like a lot, but I think it's worth from Microsoft would be idiots to let PlayStation get the marketing rights for this, right? Like just straight up marketing rights, PS5 Pro coming out, like it would do them no justice, man, like at all. So I think they can do some creative stuff if they do the Game Pass. It's not coming out on PC, right? But you can, if it's on Game Pass, you can cloud stream it on Game Pass on the PC.
They're gonna attack you for this, Viking.
Oh, that's fine. I don't get.
They
Hey,
gonna come for your neck.
Bring the smoke.
They gonna come for your neck and say, "You guys don't want to buy games. You guys don't want to take a game." Listen, as much as the X bot in me, and first off, shout out to ILP. Shout out to the Addict Show with the raid. As much of as a bot as I am and perceived to be, if there is a marketing right to be had, if Rockstar more than likely gonna make it on PlayStation, right? I can see Microsoft maybe not seeing it being financially prudent for them to get the marketing rights. And my biggest fear, as much as Xbox is really about the services, it's about Game Pass, not necessarily about the console. I think Microsoft will have a problem on their hands if GTA 6 releases alongside the PS5 Pro. Shout out to Jay with the $5 super chat. He said, shout out to the beauty queen, Miss Hugger. I hope the blade. Oh, listen, I wasn't gonna talk about that, but that is the rumor going, right? And that was kind of slid to me. I ain't gonna cap. That was kind of slid to me, and I was like, And then I seen somebody post, and I was like, is this real? Then I seen somebody else, I was like, I want to be surprised. I don't know if it's real. We'll see. I hope it's true, but I didn't want to necessarily talk about it. But Jay, I'm right there with you. I got that slid to me earlier, and I was like, we gonna see. But again, GTA 6, for those who just got here, I'm gonna quickly, it's probably the most hyped game of all time. I will say, my man Viking saying, hey, Microsoft, let's talk about Game Pass, right?
They dropped the bag.
I would love for Microsoft to get the marketing rights for this. I would. Maybe not necessarily it launching in Game Pass, but getting those Game Pass perks. I think the Game Pass perks are underrated. Right? Give me, whether it's short cards, whatever it's gonna be, give me those Game Pass perks. I just in my heart of hearts, I just know this thing will be marketed on PlayStation. And I think the timing of it being in 2025, along with the rumored PS5 Pro launching into 2024, I just think saying that we can play 60 FPS on a PS5 Pro, I think that's too good of a deal for PlayStation to pass up. But then again, we know PlayStation ain't maybe in the best place right now. They get their own house in order, right? Because we're gonna shift gears a little bit and talk about what's going on with Bungie, right? For those who living under rock, Sony bought Bungie for $3 billion. Jim Ryan, for some idiot reason, came out and said, hey, we believe we're going to get more from Bungie than what Microsoft can get from ABK. Stupid thing to say. Because as we're hearing right now, there is a fear at Bungie. There's a fear. Bungie does understand the atmosphere is so crushing, right? They just had layoffs. There's going to be no Christmas bonus. A bunch of things that they were going to do, gone, right? They didn't hit their markers. And because the board at Bungie is split, it's 2 people from, it's 5, I'm sorry. It's 2 from Bungie, 2 from Sony, and then the CEO at Bungie, which is 3, has a deciding factor on votes. One of the issues they had when they signed the contract is they didn't hit certain markers. Then Sony has the right to go in and just do a hostile takeover, which means Bungie will lose its independence, which means if PlayStation 1, if Sony wanted, hey, the next Destiny DLC or next Destiny game exclusive, that marathon game that did not go well on people who played it, it's going to be exclusive. Whatever you do moving forward will be exclusive. You no longer have control over your studio. We're in control. And Bungie, from the reports that came out from IGN and Jason Schreier, also shared this out and pretty much said, yeah, this is what's happening. This is true. Bungie does not want to be controlled by Sony, which doesn't make sense on why you would sign the deal. If you forever wanted your independence, why get married? Buddy got on his knee and said, "Would you marry me?" You was like, I want to be for the streets, and you still said yes. And then gonna sign. You gonna sign the deal and say, if this happens, then you can go ahead and you can go and take me all you want. Does it make sense? I don't understand why Bungie, if there's a fear, you have to be so confident in yourself to say, you know what, we're going to hit all our markers. We're going to be great. We're not going to delay anything. Things are going to be fantastic for you to be able to sign this deal, right? But that's not what's happening. So now Bungie is in fear of Sony taking over. Black Viking, I want to talk to you. How much of a screw up did Sony do by signing a deal? Did Bungie have by signing a deal with Sony?
Man, I think it was a screw up on both of their parts. Like for some reason, I think Bungie was in dire straits when it came financially, like to sign something like this, to where if you don't meet your financials, it's a hostile takeover. Like that's crazy to me. You know what I mean? Like especially if like inside looking out, like, come on, man. Like if you can't make the money, your company's gonna get taken over. I think there's gonna be a mass exodus at Bungie. Probably come February, March time frame, like, or before that. You know what I mean? So I think it's a issue on both sides. What's crazy to me is on Twitter, man, everybody's talking about it's gonna be better when PlayStation takes over Bungie. Like, how? How? They hired Bungie or bought Bungie to help them with their live service games, and then they're gonna turn around and teach Bungie how to make live service games? Like, how does that gonna make sense? You know what I mean? That's me, man.
What was crazy is Sony spent $1 billion of that on employee retention, right? And what's crazy with the layoffs that happened, Bungie laid off employees to save money so Sony doesn't take over. So not Sony, but Parsons, who's the CEO, made the choice to lay off roughly 100 employees last month. But the cost cutting at Bungie isn't limited to just personnel. Multiple current employees confirmed with IGN that the company has implemented numerous other cost-cutting measures, including studio-wide hiring freeze, reduced travel budgets, elimination of holiday bonuses, keeping its annual Bungie Day event virtual, delaying its week-long company Pentathlon event to next December, reducing numerous morale events such as cooking and knitting classes from monthly to quarterly. You're scraping the ground trying to find everything you can to prevent the company that you allowed to buy you from taking over. We've heard of buyer's remorse. This is seller's remorse 101. D, your thoughts on Bungie pretty much regretting the day that they decided to get bought out by Sony?
I mean, to stick with the marriage analogy, I low-key feel like you about to end up with Bungie Pinkett Smith. Like, you're not about to like the way that this relationship goes. You're going to find yourself.
Oh, that's going on Twitter.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Pinkett Smith.
You're gonna end up in looking around. You're gonna end up in an entanglement that you didn't want to be in. Like, you're gonna end up walking this back at some point or another, because Bungie, ever since Halo, they've been all about independence. They've been all about, listen, we're gonna do what we want to do. We don't want to be bought, so on and so forth. We've heard this over and over and over. So if it happened, it's because they needed it on some level. There's something we don't know. They needed this on some level. But what happens when they don't need you no more? You need them right now too. Like, you're trying to go for the live service thing, but we all know. We're looking at WB right now, like, I think you're not gonna like that result. And Bungie is going to be forced into making something that they don't want to make. It's gonna be half-assed. It's gonna kill their reputation. We're gonna end up with a Mass Effect Andromeda, and we are going to lose faith in them at some point or another. And I hate to say that, but it's the writing is on the wall.
Bungie also pausing or fully ending benefits like annual employee compensation adjustments to meet market rates, its new hire lunch program, employee donation matching, its peer recognition program, and gift cards for employees' birthdays.
Oh, damn. And
yearly studio performance bonuses this year will be contractually obligated 80% minimum after being above 100% for good performance in several previous years running. They can't even give gift cards. Hugs, not hugs. They can't even give gift cards as a way to save money because they don't want Sony to take over. Your thoughts, Hugs? Not even $20 to AMC to watch a movie, fam.
I think Viking's right that now that we're seeing that obviously this is a contract you signed with the devil. What was happening behind the scenes that we, because they were private, didn't have to disclose? Like, was it that bad? And it probably looks like it was. I think they're gonna go the way of BioWare. Once you lose the soul of your company, you lose everything. So I don't know if they're going to start deliberately doing it, because I know like half the people I roll with fully refunded their pre-orders for the new DLC because they're like, I'm not supporting this company anymore. So I know from the player side they're not happy, and from Bungie side that's got to be like that would be like raising something your entire life, you know, watching it grow, and then you send it out into the world and it immediately gets in a car crash as soon as it pulls out of the driveway. Like, that is heartbreaking for the people that started this company to watch what it's falling into. I don't know. We just got to be there for the 100 people that just got laid off, and the 100 more, or I don't know how big Bungie is, however more that are about to be laid off, because this isn't right and this isn't fair. But at
what point do we blame Bungie?
Oh,
Bungie was
100%.
with Microsoft. That was like, nah, we good. Everybody said Microsoft was the problem. Bungie was with Activision, and they dipped. They said, everybody said, Activision's the problem. And now that they're Sony, they're like, Sony's the problem. Like, B, I want to get your thoughts on this thing next, B, but at what point do we say, you know what, Bungie, we may be looking at Bungie with rose-colored glasses on, because Microsoft, Activision, and Sony, one thing is the common denominator, and that's Bungie. And all three places were hell for Bungie.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but obviously they keep jumping from pot to fire to pot to fire, and it's them. It has to be. Like, those are three major companies. You're talking about
three of the biggest in the industry.
Three of the biggest. Only thing now. Well, stop. It's too wild. Hey, but and truthful. No, but oh my God, this is horrible. And when you start seeing stuff like that going on in the workplace, I've been through that. When all of a sudden you go from 40 hours to 38, when you used to be able to get 3 days on bereavement, now you only get one. When you start seeing that as an employee, the writing is on the wall. Like, and it starts looking bad. You start having secret meetings. All of a sudden, everybody meeting by the watering hole. Like, hey, what's happening? Everybody secretly applying places. Like, it gets real weird, and that's in any workplace. I've been through something like that, so I can only imagine what's going on in them walls. And it,
whoa,
yeah. Hey, well, you know. Getting no, but
my fault.
Hey, no, but I mean, you could take that analogy because that's what's happening, and it has to fall at leadership. It has to fall at whoever's heading all of this and making the big decisions and leading the people this way, because you can't have three major companies who are just bad for you. Like, at what point when you frame it that way?
Yeah, if I'm Sony, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm Sony, I'm like, you know what, bro? Give me my money back, and you can go about your business. Give my money back, because if I'm reading reports from IGN that you won't even give out a $20 gift card to Chick-fil-A because you don't want me to take over. Give me my money back, bro, and you can go about your business. Because that's like chasing a girl that don't want you, or chasing a guy that they don't want you. And so, I'm not finna keep chasing you. Bet you don't like the way my booty physics jiggle on GTA 6. I don't want to be with you neither. And I go about my business. But to sit there and watch and know that nobody in the company wants to be there, you're gonna see what's gonna happen is, and Black Viking said it, you're gonna see a lot more employees to say, you know what,
Deuces.
I'm out.
But that could be a thing they're pushing for, like what was happening with Twitter earlier during the purchase, a way to thin the cut the books. You just start making things horrible and people quit and start getting around their severance packages and whatnot. And
we live in an industry of reputations.
Hugs your Lolo.
We live in an industry of reputations.
There you go.
As that does work for a bit, but that does forever stain your reputation. And then when the NDAs start going out and then people can talk about things, that makes it even worse. So if that's the way they're doing it, I'll never support another Bungie product again. If that's the way they're going to do it, that's so disgusting. But like, damn. That's dark, B.
But you know what? These are things that happen. Like these are things that happen real time across all industries, and it's the dirtiest thing ever. But it wouldn't shock me. What a way to cook the books by then just making it, turn the heat up at work. We don't got AC no more.
That's cold game.
Hey, but I'm not saying it should.
I don't.
I'm saying this happens.
I don't understand what they get out of that though. Like Bungie, I don't understand.
They get to keep Bungie and not become a shooter regulator and editor for Sony.
Well, why sign a contract though? Like you were independent. You claimed that you needed to get away from Activision. You say you need to get away from Microsoft. You wanted your independence just to go sign with somebody else, but put in a contingency to where if you mess up, which they have, you get bought out. Man, Viking, what was the point? What was the point of signing the deal?
I think the financials were messed up on their end, and then with the ABK deal going through, they were desperate to get some news out there that they're still in the game, like Sony at least, or whatever. So I think they had to find somebody to buy them, because like Microsoft was trying to buy them, and they turned down that deal, right?
And they kept claiming that nobody wasn't in the selling game just for them to get sold. Right. They selling to Sony, yeah.
Right. So I think their financials were probably not looking too good. Yeah.
I'll be for real. I'll watch the shit out that documentary.
Listen, one day I need a whole 60 30 for 30 on Bungie. Like, because this thing with Sony won't last long. Like, if you're gonna see a mass exodus of developers. And then what's the point of a studio without the talent? I don't care if you own the Destiny IP. What does it mean without the talent? What does it mean? And yeah, we can hire new people, but you see the struggles 343 had when they took over Halo. Like, it took them until Infinite, and it took them 2 years into Infinite to get their footing because they just took over an IP, right? There's no point of you. I don't know, man. I think it's a bad situation. Shout out to the chat, man, who got to it rocking with us, man. Hit the like button if you have not. I'm gonna swing it over, man, because I think this is a bad deal. I want to talk about Big Philly. Phil Spencer talked with Jez Corden, who will be on the show Saturday, which I had to think pull it up again, and I'll pull it back up again because we got to talk about our Saturday show again with Jez Corden, Randall Thor, Ryan McCaffrey, Kofi. So many journalists and creators are on our show on Saturday. You guys definitely want to check that out, right? And I'm gonna get that list here back together in a second. But Phil Spencer talked with Jez Corden, and we had just heard from Microsoft CFO. And the rumors are spreading like, oh, look, here we go again. Microsoft wants Game Pass on PlayStation. Phil came out and said, look, that's not happening. There's no Game Pass for you, my boy. You're not getting Game Pass on PlayStation. Can we finally I know how you feel about certain things. Can we finally put to rest and just say Game Pass is never coming to PlayStation?
In a world ran by money, I'm not gonna say never. No, I'm not gonna say never. But in the near future, nah, it's not happening. It's not gonna happen anytime soon, if it even has a chance. So I'm it's not even a thing of being hopeful. It's so much money out here, and who knows what kind of streaming laws we're about to be looking at, like the way people are losing access to digital content, and us living in a world where buying these games doesn't mean you have access to these games forever. It never really has, but more so now that everything is linked to the internet. So I don't know. Who knows? It may turn into like the cable conglomerate was back in the day. You're just gonna be able to boot up. It's just gonna be under a different logo. It's gonna be all games everywhere. Unified system.
They showed booting up on GTA 6.
I do want to get the rest of the panel thoughts. I want to run this down really quick by the people who just came in. This Saturday, 10 p.m. CST, our gaming celebration will be live. At 10 o'clock, we got Gas. I know Gas Septic Sauce coming through along with Bubbles. Miss Bubbles, she's so sweet. 11 a.m., we got Good Game Kofi in the building with Geek Life Mike. 12 p.m., Eric Cush for the win, Keith and Roger Nintendo. I always say it wrong on Twitter.
Nintendo, yeah.
Nintendo. At 1 p.m., we'll have Jez Corden live with Neo GameSpark. At 2 p.m., we'll have Special Nick and Ryan McCaffrey live together. At 3 p.m., we'll have Lady Infamous and Lord Cognito live together. And for the final album, wrap it all up, at 4 p.m., we'll have Randall Thor 19 and Lord Addict live together. 6 straight hours of content from the content creators and journalists. We'll have game giveaways. It's going to be a hell of a 6 hours this Saturday, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Central Time. Viking.
Yeah.
No Game Pass for you if you only got a PlayStation. Phil came out and said it ain't happening. You ain't getting it. You want Game Pass? Get a box, get a PC, use your phone, but not your PlayStation. Can we finally put this to bed about Game Pass on PlayStation?
Well, it's a two-part answer. One, no, they're not going to put it on. Like Xbox isn't going to put on it in the immediate future. Two, why would Sony ever allow Game Pass to be on PlayStation? I mean, it devalues their PS Plus, right? Because I was about to curse on here. But it's pretty trash, right, compared to Game Pass. Like, no, they're not going to allow that at all, unless like somehow PlayStation becomes third place or something like that, and they, you know what I mean, like. But other than that, no, they're not allowing it, man. And the good thing for Phil to come out and putting that to bed quickly, because the narrative was going around like crazy, you know what I mean? So good on him.
Photoshop was real. Halo Infinite on PS5, it was crazy.
Yeah, so good on him for coming out, and the PR team's like, yo, we got to squash this like now. And I get like the CFO made some confusing statements. If you read the whole transcript, it makes sense, but he was talking to shareholders. Of course he's going to be broad, you know what I mean? Like he's not going to say like, we're not going to put it everywhere. Yeah, we're going to try to put it everywhere. That's what he's going to tell investors and shareholders, you know what I mean? So people just blew it out of proportion, of course.
And never mind. I was gonna say something reckless. Hugs. Can we finally put this to bed?
Yeah,
Finally.
Big Daddy said what he said, and he didn't stutter. So if as long as he's sitting in that position to make that decision, what he says goes. So I won't listen to Daddy.
Hey. You know what? We got to start a super chat, and Dallas, I want to get your thoughts on this. But Dallas, I definitely want to get your thoughts on this super chat first. Did y'all already talk about Wu-Tang? As we know that the Wu-Tang is working with Brass Lion. They're making an RPG game. There was some news coming out today. D, did you hear about this game?
I absolutely heard about the game. Like, generally, have I heard about the game? Hell yeah, there's actually a video on this here Level 1 Gaming YouTube channel that you can check out where we talk about it. But I haven't heard the recent news. I am going to keep my eye on it because this is right up my alley. But I guess we get the live reaction. So what's the news? What happened?
Let me find this. All right. So first, before I do this, I want to say thank you to Nintendo the Taco for $2 super chat. You are also a channel member here at Level 1 Gaming. Thank you so much for the support and rocking with us. So let's see. Of course it's Project Shaolin was what it was, the project name. It is a third-person action RPG rumored to be in the works by Brassland Entertainment. We already knew this, right? It's an Xbox Game Studio Publishing. Third-person melee-oriented, features full-player co-op, involves the Wu-Tang Clan members themselves with the game's soundtrack and more, features loot, unique combat abilities, etc. Focuses on having both music and combat intertwined. All 9 Wu-Tang Clan members are also playable. Social hub named The Neighborhood. animation style somewhat similar to the Spider-Verse. Visually bright, colorful, and anime-like style. Players can explore the vast world freely. Currently in alpha development stages. That sounds legit.
Did they give a rating yet?
No, I didn't see anything about that.
Okay. I'm a ODB main. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Baby, come on.
It's free money. Like, bro.
Yo,
Ah.
that
Oh, there we go.
it looked exciting, bro. I can't wait.
So I think y'all know who last I checked anyway. Y'all know who the music director is at Brass Line? Just Blaze.
No.
Really?
Yeah. Last I checked, that's who the music director was. So music and gameplay intertwined. I know the music in and of itself is gonna be fire. Like, and they're probably not going to just play Wu-Tang tracks as we know them.
Which would be enough.
Yeah, like, and that you're right, and that would be enough. So knowing that Just Blaze is involved and he gonna do what he gonna do, and we know that's like one of the top 5 sample producers right next to Ninth Wonder and them, right? Just knowing that, I'm really excited for the sound and the music in this game. What I'm hoping for is I said it in the video, but what I really want is seafood with black people. It don't sound too far from that though. I'm just hoping it's more 4-player co-op seafood, or even the game that Slow Clap did before seafood, Absolver. Yep,
Absolver. I suck at that game.
I'm hoping it's I kept going until I got G Kundo. Yeah, I'm hoping it's more that than like say Gangs of Sherwood. Like, no shade, but I want to be able to feel as if I am like the Warriors. That's probably the best example. I know that just popped up randomly.
You like Gangs of Sherwood?
I didn't play it, and I don't think it looked bad. I just wouldn't want that.
It's mid.
I did see your stream, and it looked like it looked like the opposite of what I want from Wu-Tang. But I think the best way I could explain it is seafood with black people mixed with the Warriors. That 4-player co-op experience, Shaolin monks, co-op experience. The music for shows, I buy it just off that. But the Wu-Tang projects that have been coming out over the past few years, I really been into. The Wu-Tang show was fire, even though dude that played RZA looked and sounded nothing like RZA. Everybody else was on point. ODB could have been ODB. Like Davies did a great job.
Come on, baby, come on.
Yeah, no, for real.
That song stuck in my head, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I was watching Rush Hour like last week, bro.
I was on the same.
Let's shout out to Jay with the follow super chat. He says to the chat, make sure y'all tune in this Saturday. I'm going to be giving away 3 months of Game Pass. Shout out to Jay, man. Always supporting Level 1 Gaming. Giving away 3 months of Game Pass. We're gonna have game giveaways. Some of y'all favorite creators gonna be rocking with us Saturday, man. If you missed the list, there's too many names to repat again. Follow us on Twitter. We tweeting it out all the time. And we got the Game Awards tomorrow, but Saturday is going to be absolutely amazing. D, before we go, you got last thoughts. No Game Pass on PlayStation or Nintendo. Can we put it to bed?
Wow.
Hey, let's go. I'm just a little disappointed about it not being on Switch, just because that's a great place for it. But
that's gonna come to Switch too. I promise you, it'll probably come to Switch too at some point.
You think so?
I can see them doing that. Yeah, man. Because like, what games are big 30-party game? Cloud only though, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be
cloud
streaming only.
Of course,
streaming only. They'll do that. I can bet money they'll do that. Probably midway through the Switch 2's life cycle.
I think I'm tagged, but there's other handhelds, better handhelds than the Switch, I dare say.
What sells like the Switch though?
I said the player base is what attracts my.
But yes, you're right. But if they
can play you like me,
I think it was I don't see it not going into Nintendo at any point.
Them like me. And who can give you $80 games? Nobody,
Nintendo, baby.
Yeah,
Nintendo and
baby.
Take Two Interactive, them two.
Man.
But yeah, I think I don't see it never coming to Switch. I'm gonna be real. There's a reason that I'm disappointed because it seems so likely. I just think it was a diplomatic way of saying, hell no, they ain't coming to no PlayStation. What's wrong with you? Why you even ask me that? Are you dumb? That was a diplomatic way of saying that. Like, yeah.
You dumb.
And so I think, yeah, he was just trying to find a nice way to say that we still at war. I'm not trying to. I'm not. You must be crazy. That being said, what else would I have expected? I got Game Pass on my PC. I got Game Pass on my Xbox, and
phone.
eventually in the almost no, yeah, I got it on my iPhone, and in the almost near future, I got it on my laptop. It'll be on my TV too at some point or another.
iPhone.
Yeah,
I got it on that ROG Ally too. Had to shout that out.
You see what I'm saying? It's the
No.
Steam
Shout-
Deck.
Shout out to Nintendo, the Otaku with the $5 Chupa chat.
Woo.
Woo!
Damn, am I having a stroke?
El Chupa Libre.
Let's run that back. Let's run that back.
Doom.
Shout out to Nintendo, the
Nintendo
Otaku
is
with the
right.
$5 super chat. He says the 3 founders of Brass Lion worked on Def Jam Vendetta, Sleeping Dogs, Mass Effect 3, Andromeda, the Combat Singularity, Skyrim, and Fallout 3. Them boys got experience.
Oh
Yeah.
Shout out to Nintendo and Otaku with the $5 super chat, and also being a level 1 gaming channel member, supporting us. We appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much. Hey, they got experience over at Brass Lion.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I'm
do.
trying to get that interview over at Brass Lion. Like,
What's
I need
crazy
black
is-
people to interview black people.
all we've seen from them is a pretty dope like narrative podcast experience. That's really all we've seen from them. But there's enough expertise in their respective fields over there that I trust that their first outing will at least be like serviceable. It'll at least be something that like makes a little bit of noise and we play for a while, even if we just move on from that. What I hope is that it ends up being successful. We end up getting a second game and we end up getting a whole suite, like a whole roster of black ass games from them.
Pretty clean.
Listen, tomorrow if the rumors are true, tomorrow gonna be crazy. We're gonna have our popcorn ready on our stream. Shout out to the Game Awards for letting us co-stream it officially, right? For whatever that means. Our review of that new Avatar game went up today. Make sure you guys check it out at lv1gaming.com. B, do you mind linking the review to the website? We have a written review and a video review up on this YouTube channel for Avatar. Make sure you guys check that out, man. One of our writers, the reviewers, Harrison, did an amazing job. Make sure you guys check him out and support him. We do some dope stuff here, man. For real. Shout out to the Iron Lords. Shout out to Lord Addict, who will be at the 4 p.m. hour for our show on Saturday, and Lord Cognito, who will be with us at 3 p.m. on Saturday for the raid today, showing us some love. We really appreciate that. There's nothing but love between Level 1 Gaming and Iron Lords podcast. Shout out to the Black Viking.
Hey,
coming through.
We here, baby.
The next Kratos coming to Viking before we dip.
Yeah.
One thing I like to do at the end of the show, chat. You guys drop these in the chat. I will read these out if you guys drop them in the chat. Could you name a video game, an anime, TV show, movie, something that you're currently playing or watching that you think other people need to be checking out?
Listen, because I was one of these people. I don't know how I missed playing. I don't know what was going on in my life where I missed this game, but I'm playing Gears Tactics right now. And that game is fire.
I heard you say it last night because I was watching your podcast.
Oh, I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, man. If you have not played Gears Tactics, man, hop on it. It gets difficult towards the end, but it's good. Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything you watch? Anything that you want people to go check out?
Okay, I think this has been my favorite TV show. I watch a lot of TV. My favorite TV show within the last 3 years. So if you got Apple TV Plus, watch Severance.
Man, let me shut up. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm glad I waited until all the episodes was out because I couldn't stop. I would have been upset if like I had to wait a whole nother week to watch another episode. That show is crazy good.
Hey,
It's
why is
my
he
it's
playing
the,
with a PS5 Slim stand in his hand? Let me chill.
Oh,
Ain't that the stand for the
I
PS5
got
Slim?
well,
You
the
wanna talk
plastic
about
broke, so I got to
mothers.
use one of these. But
My
no,
fault,
man,
my fault.
check out Severance, man. Check out Dallas. What was you about to say about it?
I keep telling people about that show, and I've never heard anybody else talk about it. And the people that I tell about that show neither have seen it nor seem as if they are interested in seeing it because it seemed boring when you watch the trailer. But it is amazing,
Bruh. It's the best TV show I've watched in like the last 3 to 4 years, man.
I'm about to
Hands
go
down.
check it out.
You should, man.
Shout out to Fuzzy Belvedere in the chat. Fuzzy's a good guy, man. He said, check out Insurgent Sandstorm. It's on Game Pass, a tactical shooter, no auto aim. Massey Wrecked. Says, go check out Invincible and Gen V. He also said the Iron Lord said Xbox gonna be big at the Game Awards. That's what I'm hearing. So it might be going crazy tomorrow. But
What is it? What was it?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Nah, let it go.
I ain't say nothing. And then the Tendon the Otaku says go check out Godzilla -1. Listen, if you guys got some suggestions in the chat, type them in the chat. I'm gonna read them out. A game we should be checking out, a show we should be checking, a movie we should be checking out. D, you next. What you got for the people this week?
Oh man. Well, since you already said Severance, I just finished a show on Netflix that I thought was pretty fire. It was called The Fall of the House of Usher.
Listen.
Yeah.
What's his name that makes that show? He don't miss, bro. Like all his joints is good, man. Yeah.
It's fire. It's best if you go in knowing absolutely nothing. But let's say this. It's a mystery, and it's a mystery all the way through, but it's a mystery about a family who is a pharmaceutical company family. And it's about they think they have a mole in their group. They think that there's somebody that's being an informant that's telling about what they got going on. And at that time, the people in their family start dying, specifically the children of the patriarch start dying. And we're trying to figure out who and why. And it's a very, very good show. It's absolutely worth the watch. Also, you know what? I don't do this all that often, but I'm going to suggest a content creator because I've been really into his stuff lately. And I've been really into skits lately, and I think this is one of the most creative formats I've seen in a long time. So there's a channel called Villain Support, and basically customer service for supervillains. And I'm gonna leave it at that. It's called Villain Support. Go check them out. And all the videos are good. And and if you a nerd like me that has like a vast knowledge of all things pop culture, especially stories about heroes and villains, it's a good follow for you.
Okay. Shout out to Flames in the chat. He is a writer at LV1Gaming.com. He says, I recommend Jujutsu Kaisen new season 2. I need to catch up on that because I love season 1. JJK is fire. Let's see. Drake Williams says Into the Badlands. Make sure you guys go check that out. I'm not trying to do it. All right, Hugs, what you got for this week, my love?
I'm still watching Man in the High Castle. If you like Wolfenstein, where the other guys had won in the war instead of us, then it's really good watch. Really well written. I think it's based off a book too, if I'm not mistaken. Man in the High Castle, really good watch. It's on Amazon Prime. Well worth going to watch it. To play, I've been sucked back into Coral Island, and that's where I've been stuck for the last few days since it's come out. It's on Game Pass. I just wish it was on Switch, but when it comes on Switch, I'm gonna be double chinned out, laying on bed, playing Coral Island. I'll tell you that. I love that game. It was 3D Stardew for me, and it's soothing that. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna be like.
She got to. She ain't got no legs.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, she's a PC gamer. She ain't got no legs.
Yeah, I got no legs. We just roll everywhere.
Famous
me out
words
the bed
of
with
Baron
my
J.
Coral
67.
Island. You talk. You
B.
a PC gamer too now.
Oh, for sure.
Anything else, Hugs?
No. Love you guys.
All right, B, what you got?
Go watch Godzilla -1. Go and watch it. Go and watch it. I believe they just announced that as long as people are seeing it, it's gonna stay in theaters because it got first. I was gonna say it got extended to December 14th, but then today just put out that it's gonna.
How's
be
that mouth bean? Mouth bean,
bro. When I tell you,
I love the mouth bean, bro.
So I got lucky. So me living in the hood location I live in, I was actually kind of shocked that a lot of people weren't trying to see Godzilla. Because I always felt like Godzilla was just a hood classic. But it was only me, my wife, and my baby in the theater. And we sitting dead in the middle, and we got Godzilla -1 to ourselves. And it was the dopest experience, and I felt like if y'all could work away. And then I got to see it for like $5 a ticket, because it was a Tuesday. Yeah, it was freaking. It was perfect, bro. And I honestly, watching that movie, it felt like it delivered what Top Gun and Oppenheimer did, and it felt like it was more concise, even though it was a 2-hour movie. But it still, for some reason, didn't feel like it drug on in any way, shape, or form. It was like it hit all the notes perfectly. Solid movie. Go see Godzilla.
Shout out to THX. I like to say thanks. Thanks.
Right.
Thanks, 1138.
No,
THX said,
right.
Chat, we hit 50 likes. Giveaway for Game Pass Ultimate Code 3 months. Listen, how are we 50 is the goal. Can we hit 50 before we end the pod? Can we hit 50? It's 90 people in here, right? It's like feed the children, right? You got a whole cart. You got a whole cart full of groceries, and you won't let me have one Dorito, fam?
No.
You got all them groceries. You won't let me have a sip.
Yeah.
You won't let me have a sip of Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, because
you got all them cans. I can't get a sip of Dr. Pepper.
He said,
listen,
how much for one rib?
Listen, how much? You see what I'm saying? But I would love to hit 50. 50 is a goal. If you guys hit that like button for the 90 people who are watching, the like button, a whole bunch. Who's left? Is it me? B, you got any more?
Go and play War Tales. It's on Game Pass, and there may or may not be DLC coming up in the near future. And yeah, go play War Tales.
Nintendo the Otaku says, if you like Coral Island, Stardew Valley, play My Time at Sandrock. I almost got 150 hours in. I think we did a review for that at lv1gaming.com, a website that I know about and you know about. You know what I'm saying? For me, for game, go play Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. I got it downloaded on the Series X. I'll probably be streaming it while I'm in bed from my laptop. So go play Avatar Pandora. That's gonna be my game suggestion. For shows, I know I get down with the K-dramas. I love K-dramas with fantasy elements. That's my thing, right? If it got fantasy elements, I'm in there, right? I told y'all before. What's the last one I told y'all to go check out? Oh, A Korean Odyssey, right? That's the last one. But this one I got now, it's called Tomorrow. Trigger warning. Because the whole thing is about, Grim Reapers, keeping people from doing the whole slicey bit.
Gotcha.
Okay, yeah.
But Tomorrow is fire, right? Give me a good K-drama with some fantasy. Go check out Tomorrow on Netflix. I be giving y'all these great suggestions for these K-dramas. And when I'm telling you, like the stories, if you looking for you got read about them trying to hump every 2 seconds, and you can actually watch something, and your kids can walk by and ain't no issue. That'd be the problem with a lot of TV, bro. You be watching a show, American television, and every 3 seconds be a hump scene, bro. And I'd be like, come on, bro. Like, me and the wife be watching stuff. We got to go in the room. We can't watch our shows in the living room because every 2 seconds is somebody humping, bro. Like, stop.
That's very true, but I ain't mad at it.
That's true.
But you can't watch out loud.
Also watch P Valley. You need your daily dose of ratchet. Watch P Valley.
Listen, one more time before we go. We got a show Saturday, right? 10 a.m. Central Time. I lost the name. I had it.
He
There's
got
a
it.
lot of names,
Yeah.
and I'm stalling.
The
And
level
I will
one
continue to
gaming.
stall at level
2023.
3 more likes. 3 more likes.
Gas, Septic Sauce, Gas and Game On Daily, Miss
Oh,
Bubbles,
there you
Kofi, Geek Life Mike, Eric Cuts for the win, Keith, Roger Nintendo, Jazz Corden, Neo GameSpark, Special Nick, Ryan McCaffrey, Lady Infamous, Lord Cognito, Randall Thor 19, Lord Addict. If that ain't a lineup, I don't know what is.
That's a banger
that-
lineup.
That's a lineup. I pat myself on the back. The lineup we had to put together just to celebrate gaming and all there was in 2023. Shout out to our sponsor, Dames for Games. Shout out to our sponsors, Freedom Games. We'll be giving away games the entire show. We'll be giving away games the whole time. It's going to be one hell of a show, and we want you guys to come through and support. We're at the 1 yard line. I think
need
we're
one
being
like.
messed with.
Yeah.
One like we end the podcast. If not, we're gonna sit here forever. No, I'm playing. Listen, we're gonna get up out of here. We didn't hit the goal during the show, but it's okay. For the people who did hit the like button, for the people who
we
support us
definitely
and
hit the
rocked out
goal,
with
ain't
us.
We had to go, ain't we? We didn't hit it.
50? We hit 50?
Yeah, we got like 59.
8. 59?
Yeah,
Let me
from where I'm
refresh-
looking, there's
let me
59
refresh the screen.
likes.
Boy, that's 49. You dyslexic.
I'll screenshot it and send it to you. I'm gonna show
Oh,
you.
Lord.
there it is.
There you go.
We hit 50. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
The Cowboys beat the Eagles.
Yeah, man.
This guy. You had to bring that.
Listen, we're gonna get up out of here. Thank y'all for coming out and rocking with us, man. Thank you for hitting me. Thank you. Thanks. THX1138 for pushing us over the thing. Shout out to everybody who came through. Mass. I like the name, bro. You're gonna get me in trouble. Shout out to you, Mass. Shout out to Thanks, Bordy, Fuzzy, Johnny Man. Man, so many names up here. Hold on. Nintendo, the Otaku, Jay, who came through and was rocking with us, man. Shout out to everybody who came through and supported us. We're gonna get up out of here. With all that said, hold on. Here goes 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate. Hold on. Nobody move. Everybody hands up.
Oh, no, I'm going to win.
Oh, man.
Everybody hands up.
I can technically only put one hand up right now at this moment, and I got to keep talking to do it. So I'm just going to keep on. I'm going to see how long I can just say
Somebody in the chat.
absolutely nothing.
If he really about to drop it in the chat, let's see if he gonna do it. And y'all gonna know it didn't come from us.
My cartoon hands are not typing.
I'm gonna give it 25 more seconds. 24. 23.
24 seconds.
22.
Shot clock.
21. He could have been capping, but I know Thanks, and Thanks been rocking with us for a while. I know he ain't capping.
Thanks for rocking with us.
18. Thanks for rocking. Instead of counting down, I'm gonna say the outro. Thank you guys for rocking with LV1Gaming.com and Level 1 Gaming. Because with all that said, congratulations, you guys are leveled up to 272. This was WSB Podcast. Shout out to the homie, the Black Viking, who I've been pestering and festering for a long time to come out and rock with us. And he did that. Make sure you guys go check out his channel. I will be linking that in the description down below. Make sure you guys go subscribe to his podcast. Show this man some love because he is stepping on ponies' necks whenever he can. And I'm thinking things ain't coming through, so I'm going to put my hands down because I'm tired. We're going to get up out of it. He said he dropped the code. I didn't see it.
No, it's showing. It's in somebody's chat right now because
he said he dropped it. I don't see it. It's in the chat, maybe somewhere.
Somebody got it somewhere. Somewhere.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Somebody got it somewhere. We're going to get up out of here, y'all.
Somebody got
Peace.
a code.